Well, the internet is abuzz after last week's Miss USA pageant. Miss Carrie Prejean, who did not get the crown, made a statement about her personal beliefs about gay marriage, and as a result, Perez Hilton went online and said some not so nice things. What do you guys think? Was he over the line? Did he cross the line in, terms of being politically correct in his answer?
I love the controversy. I love it because otherwise I wouldn't care that much about the Miss USA pageant. And so, although I think she should have been far more diplomatic in her answer, I don't think she was that good a speaker.
I, on the other hand, thought, well, I agree. I think Perez Hilton definitely stepped overboard on this one. What really changed my mind is if you watch the interview, and you can see it online with Perez Hilton, is that he says, don't bring your politics into this. And okay, she probably could have been more diplomatic, but the way he worded the question, I agree with her. I think she was kind of forced, especially in the moment, to say she either supports it or she was either against it. And what I really admire about her is instead of taking that back, she's sticking with what she said.
I think she's been a great beauty queen because she has shown a lot of grace under pressure. She's been grilled. Apparently, she's been getting some threat letters. But on the other hand, she's maintaining her position and she's not attacking back. She's just saying, this is what I believe. You're saying that perhaps she could have answered more diplomatically, but I think that maybe she used it as an opportunity to express her personal opinion. And since when were you not allowed to express your personal opinion in the media?
This is the struggle, though. Who does she represent? In a pageant, do you represent your own views so that they can elect you as what you should represent for America? Or is she already representing the views of the state that she lives in?
And that's the thing. I don't think she was set up to fail, but I think it was a loaded question. Right? Again, she could have given a non-answer, a very diplomatic answer, which would have been acceptable, but completely unmemorable. And she was already losing at that point. As of the swimsuit competition, she was down. They didn't necessarily expect her to win. And this has given her longevity in terms of her fame.
Platform.
Yeah, so Perez Hilton is doing his job. I mean, Donald Trump, who runs, it's a co-partnership, the Miss Universe organization between NBC and Donald Trump. He's not an idiot. He needed to breathe new life and controversy and some Perez flair into this whole thing, and it seems to have worked.
And it's no longer considered a credible outlet to find women who are necessarily going to represent us into the future. I mean, I don't take these competitions seriously. So in a way, Perez being a judge, I don't take him seriously either. So this is a whole entertainment facade. So
but yet it's going into the news, it's making headlines, so it has kind of crossed the border of being just entertainment now. It's actually having some effects on society and culture.
Okay, so what is the purpose of beauty pageants today?
Oh, well, according to the Miss California website, it is supposed to be for women who are savvy, goal-oriented, and aware, who are there to, quote, advance their careers, personal and humanitarian goals, and as women who seek to improve the lives of others. Now, how does she improve the life of others if she is closed-minded and she is mixing up her personal religious beliefs with her public forum? How would you feel about this? I was brought up in a family where marriage was considered to be between a man and a woman, but the more I see of the world, the more I appreciate living in a country where people have the choice to do as they please.
But that's your opinion, not hers.
I'm saying, how would you feel about that? No, that was me.
She had said that instead.
As her,
right.
Would that have been an acceptable answer where you express your personal beliefs, but at the same time, don't shut down the rights of other people?
I don't think she shut people's opinions down because she started by saying that we live in a country that gives choice. I think that when she said in my country, it was simply a flub. No. And it's because she was nervous because she quickly replaced it with my family.
I think she might make a good reverend, perhaps, but a good role model at the maybe she should have a Miss Christian USA pageant, but at the Miss USA level, I don't think she's a good role model because yes, she made flubs in her speech. She contradicted herself by saying, oh, my country's great, you have a choice. But in my country, my real country, marriage is between a man and a woman. I think she'd make an untrained, ill role model for the general population.
As soon as you're taking off your clothes and you have to strut around in a bikini, that immediately...
It's fitness.
I mean, it's... And
I don't mind it.
I'm not saying that I'm even against... Like, it's great. Like, some of these women are well-rounded in many different ways, and I'm glad they're promoting education as well as beauty.
So did you guys watch pageants growing up, and how did it affect you, or how do you think, what role did it play in your life as you were growing up?
My favorite part was the talent competition. And that was Miss America. It does not exist in Miss USA, which I find interesting, especially if it's entertainment.
Now, what about young girls in beauty pageants today?
Oh, like a few years ago, if some of you can recall, that huge, horrible murder that happened.
Jean Monnet.
Yeah.
That aside, these people get majorly criticized for putting their children into this. But I guess if I was a kid, I would have liked it. I mean, how different is it than being a really pro figure skater or like
dance competitions? We had a lot of makeup on as well, little tight suits, but
I guess it's the sexualization of the girl.
I think Miss America is actually worshipped by a lot of little girls when she goes and visits a huge platform. But then the question goes to say, whose platform should she be speaking from? Who decides that? Should it be Donald Trump? And I'd be curious to see how many opportunities she's going to end up getting because she made such a bold statement.
Because do we even know the name of the Carolina winner? Right?
I know. Do we even know what she looks like?
She's blonde. They're blondes.
So we would like to hear from you what you think about beauty pageants. Would you participate in one? And do you think they're still relevant in today's society? Leave a message with us and we'd love to interact with you online. Thanks for watching Table Topics.